Hello and welcome to the Blue Tower here in Manchester. This is a Blue Tower production. I am James, your host.
And I am Warren, his co host. And as you can hear from James, he is live from Manchester, and I'm live in Todmorden. Yeah, that's what
In
we're
the
doing.
Kilnurst bunker.
In the Kilnhurst bunker. What have we got today?
Well, we have got the most excellent Forbidden World. For a change, it's not an Italian film, but it is another Aliens ripoff.
Oh, indeed, it is. It is the alien. Indeed, he is an absolute rip-off. We've added teeth as well, wasn't it?
Yes, lots of teeth, lots and lots of teeth. I think it only consisted of a head and teeth.
Yeah,
I think
indeed.
it's migraine.
Indeed. All that, and welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, so today we're talking about Forbidden World, a 1982 release. And like I said before, it's very alien with a mixture of
Star
Space
Wars.
Odyssey. Yeah, Star Wars is in there. Space Odyssey 2001. It's all thrown in there.
Indeed, it is. Yeah, I mean, like straight away. It was. I thought I wrote it down. Star Wars. But it had cool sets. I thought they were pretty cool.
Yeah, the models of the spaceships were pretty decent. Some of the effects were all right. You could definitely tell there was some money at it. I just wish they'd
Done more with it.
I'd more light. Yeah, I'd more lights, but I suppose the lack of lights probably hid a few dodgy effects.
Well, yeah. I mean, apparently the space. Basically, he came up with the idea. And he said, "Look, I want to have a massive space battle. Here's some cash. Do it." And he said like it took about a week to do it or something like that. So that epic space battle was like that was it. Do a story with that, and he did it. Say like here's a lot of cash. Do that. That's why he said I'll give you a robot. I'll give you a spaceship and a battle. That was it. So he gave him a robot. I mean, that robot, I don't think it really added anything to the story.
No, it was just there, and then when they got bored of it, they just switched her off.
Well, yeah, that was it. I was like, wow, okay, this is like C-3PO. They're going to do something with this. But no, there was just no. That was it. It was like it was a sassy. I said it was a sassy robot like C-3PO.
Well, definitely, yeah, definitely personality. I mean, it was obviously a woman in a suit.
Yeah.
But I thought they were going to do something with it.
Nothing.
Yeah. So have you got the synopsis?
I certainly do. A space ranger lands on a research station where a flesh-eating mutant is loose. Rated R. R. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, well, that was it. Yeah, that bit. It's off the it's off Rotten Tomatoes, but they I think that basically encapsulates all the what it is. Just nuts and bolts of it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So we open up with Mike Colby. He's a space ranger.
All right, okay. I didn't get any of the. I literally forgot all their names as soon as they.
Yeah, Space Ranger, top shagger. Basically, I think he's supposed to be the Han Solo, the Han Solo of this whole thing.
Yeah,
and he's woken up in a spaceship. He's been in deep sleep, and his robot Sam. That's what the robot was called. Sam.
Oh, okay. Sam 104.
Yeah. Wakes him up and tells him that they're being attacked by some unknown people. So he gets up, and I mean, this goes on forever. I mean, this is pre-credits, isn't it? This.
Well,
this whole
yeah,
setup.
it was, and it was. I'll be honest, it was just very confusing. I thought they swapped out the spaceships every other minute. I was really confused about it. I didn't know what was going on. And I say it doesn't need anything to the story. Literally doesn't anything. It's just a random firefight,
Yeah,
isn't it?
so this whole pre-credits is there's classical music being played at high level throughout it all. Like I said, that reminds me of Space Odyssey 2001, because that movie was incorporated a lot of classical music.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting that sort of vibe. So they managed to shoot these space pirates. It's never addressed again. It's never discussed.
Nope, never.
Who they were, why they were trying to shoot them down. And the robot tells Mike that they are wanted. They need to go to a planet to do a bit of investigation. So Mike, from what I can gather, was a space ranger. Is like a space cop.
Yeah.
And he's going to sort some trouble out. Now, he wanted to go back home, and then he said, he went, "How long have I been asleep for?" And Sam the robot, she goes, "Oh, well, your son is now older than you." So he goes around deep space, yeah. So
I didn't catch that one. All right, okay.
Yeah, it was just a throwaway line. So it's established that he's been in deep sleep for a long time now.
Well, yeah, it's been a very long time. Yeah, but
So that's when the credits eventually roll,
yeah,
and then Forbidden World
yeah.
pop up on the screen. So he's sent there because there's been some sort of accident that he needs to investigate, don't he?
And he's the only man who can sort it out.
Yeah, so he's the only person in the whole of the universe who can solve it. So he they go to this planet and they land, and they are met by Dr. Barbara Glazer and Dr. Gordon Hauser, and they talk. Now Dr. Glazer, Barbara Glazer, she's very much in the Farrah Fawcett model with the hair, blonde hair, gorgeous looking.
Played by June Chadwick.
Yeah.
Best known as a in the science fiction TV series the V.
Yeah. So they're met. So Barbara and Gordon explain to the Space Ranger Mike that they are now. If I'm going to get this right now. So they were tasked with producing food because there's a shortage of food in the universe. Again, it's a very throwaway line during this movie that there's a shortage. So these scientists were sent to this planet to create food. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, it was an organism where they had to produce food. I think it was. Yeah. But
I liked it when because the so Gordon he goes, yeah, we can do what we want here without being interfered with. So in effect, this planet is out of the law can't touch them. So they're doing shady stuff, and they can't be stopped.
Yeah, that's basically it. And unfortunately, one of their experiments, Subject 20, has escaped.
So somehow they've managed to create a living organism, and that living organism has escaped. And Mike is then taken to a room, and this door opens up, and it is a mess. There's dead animals, there's blood on the walls.
It was a messy workstation. I mean, I put that down. It was a bit of a shock just walking in there. I was like aghast. It was like, what is going on here? So much blood and animals everywhere. True fact. They were actually real live animals that were dead.
So dead animals.
Yeah, no, they were real. They weren't puppets. They were actually real. They got them from the local abattoir where they killed rabbits and stuff like that. Well, they were dying anyway, and then they killed them, and then they put them into that room. And that's where, and obviously,
it looked horrendous. So Subject 20 has run amok in this lab and killed all these creatures. And like I said, they said they'd left it for him to have a look at, and like thinking, bloody hell, it's just horrendous. I mean, if you're saying they were proper dead animals, then Christ, it must have reeked on the set.
And it was what was I going to say? Yeah, and it was like a bit of a shock. And then I wrote down the little guy who did all this looks like a giant hairy spider when they get to him.
Yeah. So the scientist then, Mike goes, well, where is it now? And he goes, oh, well, this creature has then gone into an incubator, and he's set up home there, and he's in a cocoon.
Yeah, I mean, they seem very relaxed at this moment at time. I mean, this little thing has literally butchered an entire room full of rabbits and God knows what else. And they don't seem to be that bothered. I was like going,
no, I'd be locking that down. I'd be locking it up, and I'd having suits on to go anywhere near it. But like you said, I just like, I mean, at one point, one of the characters sticks his head through a gap. I'm thinking, what are you doing?
I said the dumb bastards opened the glass box.
I was like, what on earth are you doing? So now there's a bit of sexual chemistry between Mike and Barbara. A lot of flirting going on, and you think, all right, what's going on here with Mike and Barbara?
Well, the thing is, it did. The thing is, right? I'm going to go back to the beginning of this film. When he was asleep, did he not have flashes of what was to come in the film? It was like flash, nude, naked ladies, blah blah blah. And I had a theory about this. I think this is all a dream. I think he's still in hypersleep. I think.
Possibly, yeah. So the flash forwarding of scenes, and like you said, there was a lot of naked
for no reason whatsoever. It was just naked ladies.
Well, we get to that point in a bit. So they leave one of the technicians there. I think it's called Jimmy, to look after this creature. So he's
Jimmy Swift.
So he's cleaning all the dead animals up and whatnot, and the creature then starts spewing or moving or whatever, dripping blood or whatever, and he opens up the hatch to peer in there. I was just like, my God, what is this? It's like being in Jaws and sticking your head in the water. So they can't have a face hugger. They can't have a face hugger because that'd be too alien. That. So this blob is on the floor, and so it attaches, it sucks, it goes to his face, half his face, and then he's just like waving around, and
it looked like black jelly to me, like a big hard black jelly that they probably put on his little face, and they say, he begins to writhe around, and they go, oh, my face, get off my face, blood everywhere, and it's, oh dear me, it's all a mess.
Yeah. So the scientists believe that the blob can change DNA and things like that. We forgot about Dr. Carl Timbergen, the smoking doctor.
Yes. Oh, this is this would be your thing, your what's it called? Chekhov army thing. This is the walking, talking Chekhov. I personally think this guy is the Chekhov, your thing. into
Yeah, I mean, he's smoking and he's
coughing all
coughing
the
up,
time.
coughing up. So you just like thinking, there's got to be a reason why this doctor is coughing up. And by the way, he's wearing a lab coat, a white lab coat with blood everywhere.
Drenched
Is
in.
it?
He doesn't take it off. He doesn't. No one says to him, "Look, Doc, take that off. Get a nice light one on it." He's constantly on it. He's constantly in blood, covered with blood, smoking those horrible black fags. And he's even one bit where he's next to the massive blob. The human used to be a human, and he's smoking. And does he inject himself with it? I didn't know what was going on. What's he doing?
Well, because the creature can change DNA. He's trying to change his own DNA because
that's why he's injected himself in the stomach with
it. So spoilers. He's got cancer of the stomach. So he's trying to cure himself with this alien DNA to see if he can cure himself.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, he's dead, and the creature is steadily
growing,
growing or melting him. It's difficult to.
Basically, it is structuring his DNA to a one, which is one DNA. So he's basically cells from his eye down to his toe. Or it's all the same. It's just all the same. It's all the same thing. That's all it is. It's just doing that. It's because they say in the movie that the creature is using the humans as a food source, isn't it? So it's replicating food for itself. That's what it's basically doing, isn't it?
All right, I didn't get that bit.
Oh yeah. Basically, that's what, because it's duplicating it. Because like it's the young guy Jimmy. He's the one who dies first, but it seems to be growing large amounts of it, and it keeps splitting it up, making more or reproducing itself. It's reproducing it. So that's what the professor was doing. That's what the doctors were doing. They wanted to get the food to reproduce itself, and that's what it's doing. But it's the monsters using the humans as a food, so it doesn't have to go anywhere. Basically, that's what it's doing.
Well, another plot. Whilst Mike's there, the other doctors. I mean, there's a few. There's Tracy Baxter. She's the one who screams a lot. She's the other female.
She's young and inch.
And there's a few other people around, and they're all hinting about Anne, who was killed there, and they're all telling,
that one. Yeah.
They're all saying to Barbara, you've got to tell them about Anne. And Mike's going, what's this about Anne? And they go, oh, and then they change the subject. But it's established that Anne acts as a donor, as a wound. So it's injected her with this alien, and she gave birth to the alien. So it's still a bit like aliens, where they inject him, but yeah. So she was impregnated, but she knew the risks. She knew the risks.
She knew risks. She knew it.
She knew the. So she's died. So I think we need to come to the Mike and Barbara storyline. So after meeting for the first time, they then have sex
straight
on
away.
a spaceship.
Yeah.
So it's natural. Everyone does it, but my God, this is a long sequence.
It's got 5 minutes. I fast forward it.
It's just horrible. It's just because like one of the crew has got a video monitor and is monitoring them, and is playing on a yo-yo thing that makes a noise, and then it cuts to one of the other crew members on a futuristic flute. So all these noises are making like music,
Yeah.
and and this guy just watching the monitor, it's just like bizarre, and the guy monitoring it then wanders off to try. I think there's a malfunction in there somewhere, so he has to go off and try and find what the issue is, and he goes off and he keeps cutting back to them having sex. It's just like back and forth, and it's just continuous. 10 minutes on this.
Yeah, it was.
So the other guy eventually gets killed by the alien. Yeah, and then Tracer is in the sauna. Now Tracer
is wearing sunglasses. That's what I thought. I don't know why.
She reminds me of the Victoria Beckham in some shots. She got the pouting thing, and she just reminded me of Victoria Beckham, and she ends up in a sauna, and then fucking Mike rocks up after having sex with fucking Barbara, and then he starts having a go with her.
Yeah.
The creature appears and goes through the roof, and Tracy at this point now just the whole of the movie, she's in skimpy or not wearing anything at all, clothes, running around the spaceship, screaming continuously.
Yeah, that's I think that's a thing. And then it kind of the creature is growing and it escapes out and about. This is where I got very excited. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah, so it actually goes back to the those rock formations from Star Trek.
Yeah, the famous one where Kirk is always fighting, in it, it's all sticking out and what have you.
Yeah, so this creature sets up a nest in its little cocoon, and before they go out, they start discussing about the effects of if you take your mask off, you go insane, because they were talking about a crew member who was found 2 days after going missing and he was eating sand. and I thought, oh, something might go on here. Someone might lose the mask and go completely insane.
No,
but that didn't happen.
No, nothing like that happened.
No,
nothing.
So they go out and try and capture this alien, and Sam the robot turns up. She switched back on again for a brief moment, and then she's shot by. But I think she's shot by Dr. House because they're trying to kill this alien.
Yeah.
But
he wants to keep him.
Gordon Hauser, the mad scientist, wants to keep this alien.
Yeah.
So they start shooting at it, and then it escapes. And then is this the first time we actually see the proper monster with his big teeth? He's just sat there outside the ship.
Yeah, I kind of. Yes,
Dr. Hauser's like trying to speak to it.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of laughed. I was like, "What is this?" It's like a little squashed. It was a squashed little alien, wasn't it, with a massive big head and massive shiny
massive
teeth,
head, massive teeth,
lovely teeth, and little tiny, and it's got like little arms as well.
So Dr. Hauser finds it, and then the alien then jumps into a grid in the ground, and then the Dr. Hauser going, "Oh, don't shoot at it or whatever," and then he bends over into the hole, and then it's like the alien then grabs him and sucks him in, then one of the guys then goes to Tracy, who's in the control room. He goes, where's the alien gone, Tracy? And they start spouting off like, oh, it's tunnel number 49, and they're going, tunnel 49, and then one of them goes, tunnel 49. That's where Tracy is.
Oh dear!
It's going to the control room. So we get Tracy then being chased by the alien. She starts screaming away, and then then what happens?
They have. It's behind you. She managed to escape, and then they have a little conversation saying, maybe we can maybe communicate. This is. I thought this was quite funny. They wanted the two ladies wanted.
Doctor Gordon Hauser. He turns up again, don't he? But he's like dissolved. He's been attacked.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, he was attacked, wasn't he? So he comes back. It's my face. Ah.
Yeah. So he's then taken to the A&E or whatever it is, the lab room to slowly being dissolved, and then we come to your point where, for whatever reason I do not know, you got two women in a futuristic shower with no water, totally naked, washing each other and discussing about how they can destroy this alien.
Well, no, they don't want to destroy it. They want to communicate with it.
We'll save it. So they decide that the best course of action about talking to this
killer alien,
is to talk to it
in barely any clothes.
well, with no clothes. They've literally they're in a room with lights, and they're naked and talking to an alien. So they so the cancer.
They go and talk to it, don't they? They go and talk to it wearing the bathrobes. That's it.
So they decided this is a great idea, and they got matching bathrobes, short bathrobes, and they find the alien on top of a computer chilling out. It's very dark, but you can see big smiley face, and so Barbara,
the older one, is it? Yeah,
goes in and is talking to the monster, saying, "Oh, do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you know? Just give me a sign." And then there's a computer screen there, isn't there?
Yeah,
and he starts communicating with her, and
via computer, yeah.
And he says, "Well, what do you want?" And she then says to him, well, him or her, whatever. She goes, "Is there any way that we can coexist with each other?" And there's a long pause, and the alien says, "Is it please stand by?"
Yeah. Basically, it says, please stand by. Oh, hello. What's going on here?
Yeah, so and then this tentacle comes out of it and slowly goes towards Barbara, who just stood there. And this tentacle goes between her legs, and she still stood there. And the alien was and Barbara's dead.
Basically, there is no getting away. She is from the bottom right to the top. She is skewered by the monster, and obviously, her young mate is screaming.
So Tracy then starts screaming. She just screams and screams, runs off and tries to find all the other people. So she finds Mike and the others, and they decide to go back to the control room and try to get the radio to work. You have to go underneath the alien, and again, it's just like, why are you going anywhere near this alien who's butchered? But the alien actually eats Barbara. It's just like coat being sucked into her mouth.
Yeah.
So the alien's eating Barbara.
Which makes no sense because, like, it was actually transforming. It was actually transforming the bodies, not eating them in the first place. So that didn't make any sense. But yeah.
So one of the doctors is then pissing around with the radio, trying to get it to work, and then the alien then spews blood, which happens to be corrosive to humans. Again, it's aliens in all but words. So he dies. Then they all run off, don't they? And this is where our good doctor, the Chekhov doctor, has a plan, doesn't he?
Yeah, he certainly does. He figures out that he tells everybody he's got cancer now, hasn't he? And he says,
so he tries to feed himself, doesn't he?
Well, that's what he does. He says, like, if I feed myself, then that it will duplicate inside it, and then it will kill it. Hopefully, that's his plan. But then they drag him away for some reason, do they? They just say,
well, no. I think the alien has the idea that he shouldn't be eating him because he's got cancer. I think that's that's what I think, because he tries to do it, but he doesn't.
Oh right,
he doesn't touch him.
Oh okay.
No, he tries because the doctor does that, and then the alien doesn't.
Right. Okay.
So this doctor then tells Mike, "You're gonna have to operate on me and take the cancer out and force feed my cancer." And Mike's going, "Well, I'm no surgeon." And he goes, "It's all right. I'll talk you through it." So we get a scene where Mike is then performing an operation on the doctor, cutting him open and ripping out cancer cells from his stomach. And of course the doctor dies.
Yeah, he dead. Smoking a fag. He's still smoking his black fags.
Yeah, he's loving his black fag. So now you've got Mike and Tracy who are now left out of everyone. They've either been eaten or just left like in a messy goo somewhere. So we start chasing after this alien, and does he throw the cancer in his mouth? I think
he just kind of lobs it, and he goes nom, 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 and he eats it.
He eats it, and so the alien then starts obviously producing cancer cells within itself, and does he start melting and throwing up?
He throws up pink goo, doesn't he? He goes
like
straight away.
I mean, it's an intriguing point there, isn't there? I mean, it's well thought out. I thought it was genius.
Yeah, I thought that was it. Yeah, it was using its own thing to its own what is it? Its own power to destroy itself. Really.
Yeah, to destroy itself. I thought, you know what, that's quite a good idea. So the creature dies, and we are left with Mike holding Tracy. And does the film end then? Oh, what happens to Sam the robot?
She gets cut in half.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so
dead.
So Sam the robot's dead, and
might as well must have been a normal person. But as I say, they gave him some money. He said he wanted approximately 6 minutes of footage. No, sorry, they wanted like 8 minutes of a space battle. Gave him some money, gave him a robot, and then that was it. Have a go, have some of that. The actual production of the film only lasted 7 days, apparently. Yeah, and it took about a week for the final scene, for the actual death scene of the monster. Apparently, the vomit, the pink fluid in the vomit made of materials that burnt skin on contact. Fearful FX technicians and the SEC unit director decided to build a wall made of garbage bags to protect themselves, and then stuck a camera through the film to the monster's death. Yeah, apparently is toxic to humans.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So an interesting one. Like I said, bit of an it was an Alien rip-off, but enjoyable in some parts. Some of the bits could have been cut down by a lot. The alien pirates, they never materialized again.
No. So
Waste of a robot. I mean, why? I mean, every other minute she was switched off. I was like,
it was like, to turn it off. Can't be bothered with it. But apparently the project envisioned an outer space version of Lawrence Arabia, but they were told the budget was too high for that. So Holzman eventually decided he wanted to do an Alien rip-off. Cameron agreed to that. So it was meant to be better than what it should have been. I thought it was all right. I thought it was. Do you want to know the tagline to it? I forgot to do the tagline. There's a tagline. Do you want to hear it?
The tagline. Let's have a think. Go on.
The seed is planted, the nightmare grows.
The seed is planted, the nightmare grows.
Very good, very good. Yeah, it was a budget of under $1 million, and the box office was $4 million. Release date May 7th, 1982. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
When was it? Where was it now? What was the release date on streaming? When was it?
2016.
Nope, it was 2018.
Yeah.
Yes, and the audience, right, so the critics gave it 60%, which is a fresh tomato.
Right.
Higher. So was it higher or lower, the audience, or was it higher or lower?
Higher.
Nope, you are incorrect. It was 31%. So
what?
Yeah, 31. The critics liked it more, and then which is a bit of a flip on it, isn't it? Really. Are we doing your quiz today?
Yes. Whose synopsis is it anyway?
Yeah. So we're doing that. We want to do that now.
Yes.
Lovely, jubbly. Okay. Well, introduce it now.
So it's the game show that's sweeping the nation. Whose synopsis is it anyway?
The game show that is sweeping the nation.
Sweeping the nation.
Whose synopsis is it anyway?
Yes, so whose synopsis is it anyway? It's the quiz show where I give Warren a title, and he's got to guess the synopsis of the movie based on that. If he gets it from the title, he gets 3 points. If you don't get that, I will give him the tagline, and if he gets it from that, he gets 2 points. If you don't get it from that, and I describe the artwork, and he gets it from that, he gets 1 point. This is I'm using a book called VHS Video Cover Art by Thomas Hodge. So, Warren, are you ready to be transported back to the 80s, where you're wanting to get a video for the weekend, and your eyes come across a interesting cover, and that cover title is called Fireback. It's one word. Fireback.
Fireback. Okay, so I reckon it is a vigilante cop on a mission to stop a gang destroying his local community by with drugs, and he's got to stop them with with his crew with lots of firepower. That's what I've got. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Well, you've got the vigilante, and you've got the firepower. I can't go too much into that. I mean, it's not that relevant to the actual synopsis, but it's got a big gun on the front cover. But vigilante, but the rest of it, no.
All right. So, what else? What are we going to do then? It's the
Tagline?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you want the tagline?
yeah. What?
You'll probably get the rest. Well, the tagline pretty much gives it away. They thought he was dead and killed his wife, but he came home for revenge.
Oh, right. Okay. So this guy, his wife was killed. So now, yeah, he's basically just set out for revenge because this gang had killed his wife at home, and now he's back for revenge. Is that it?
I'll give you. I'll give you. I'll give you two points. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you the synopsis of it. Now, interestingly, they've gone a bit. They've done it differently for this synopsis. They've done it as if the main character is talking to you.
Okay.
So we got Fireback. It's a bit hard to read this one because it's on black and yellow. Right. Okay. Fireback. Okay. So they rescued me from Viet Cong.
Right.
So it's a bit, so classic. I'm home, and it's good to be alive. What I want more now is my wife Diane. She should have been here. And who were those guys that tried to kill me? I got them first though, and now the cops are after me. So he's killed some people, and now the cops are after him. Then there's Eve. What was her real interest in me? She did mention that she worked for Duffy, but she died in the crossfire. She told me where Diane was, and that Diane's disappearance is somehow connected with Duffy. I don't know who Duffy is. He also had a yen for Diane. So I find Duffy's hangout. What a fortress. It'll take all that I learned fighting the Viet Cong and more to break in. But when I do, I know Diane will be there somewhere. God, I hope she's alive, and heaven help whoever's harmed her. So some gangs nicked his wife for whatever reason. There's a couple of names in there. I don't know. But yeah, that's Fireback. Northern name, distributed by Apex Distribution, and release date was 1986. The cover art is him, the main character. It's Rambo with his head attached to it. It's drawing. They've got a big, massive, huge gun with like 3 barrels, and it's actually there's a real life photo of it on the back cover. So he does use it.
Okay.
And the background, I'm assuming that's his wife, facing and like blonde hair, and in the back, and you got like a cityscape. Yeah. So that is Fireback.
Fireback.
Yes.
Oh, lovely, jubbly. So what have you got any recommendations to watch on the telly box or anything on Netflix?
Well, it's not more. It was more of a avoid at all costs. Thunder Force. We watched Thunder Force, didn't we?
Yeah.
Last week, and it has to be said it is the worst movie I think I've seen. I mean, we've watched a lot of 80s films, haven't we?
Yeah.
Over the few months, and some have been bad, but they've been good bad. And but Thunder Force, oh god, it's painful to watch. Absolutely. So do not watch it. Just get an one of our recommendations. If you look back at our back catalogue in the vaults, anything would be better than having to watch.
But then I watched a movie called Love and Monsters. I think it's either Monsters or Love or Monsters. That's on Netflix. That was surprisingly very good. I watched that. It's called Love. I think it's called Love and Monsters. Hang on a minute. It's about Earth, and it was going to be destroyed by a giant asteroid. But they released a load of nuclear missiles, and it successfully destroyed the asteroid. But then the nuclear fallout came down and mutated all the animals. So you got like killer snails and killer crabs, which are massive, and things like that going on. Massive big toads that could kill you. Really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I even stayed up quite late, and it's an hour. It's about 2 hours long, but I stayed up quite late to watch it. But it's called Love and Monsters. It's on Netflix. It's well worth it.
Is that new?
Yeah, it's brand new. Yeah, well, it came out in 2020. I've never seen it. I've never seen any advertisement for it. But generally speaking, it's just a good movie. It's just it's simple. It's like a love story about this guy who wants to go to his girlfriend who's in a bunker elsewhere. So he's got to get from A to B, basically, to find her. But he comes across loads of monsters. So let's say, like, he comes across a toad and then a snail. You think like a snail that'd be quite gentle, but no, it's not. Well, it is, but it's massive. And there's other things, creepy crawlies that have been made big basically by this nuclear fallout. And then it's just A to B. Love story, you know where you are. It's quite good. Nice special effects. Kind of blows Thunder Force right out the window with that. It's a cast I don't really know. Very young, obviously, because of it's like a teen drama. Well, like a teen drama. It has got a chap from the Walking Dead in it. You won't know him. He's Earl. He was Earl Daryl's brother who got killed in series 3. I think.
Yeah, the one with the arm.
Yeah, it's Michael Rooker. It's called Michael Rooker. He plays an old guy with he's walking around telling him the rules and stuff, and teaches him how to fight things and stuff like that. So I definitely would recommend that on the old Netflix. That's about it, isn't it? Where can we find you on the old social acts?
So the Chekhov Army can contact me on at woodcop77 and on Instagram, James Robert Johnson. I've also got an email address if you want to send your email with any suggestions for movies. You can look at Netflix, but it's mostly Amazon Prime. We look at YouTube. That's woodcop at bluetowermanchester.com. We are looking for sponsors, so any sponsors out there whatsoever, sure.
Right, yeah, you can find me on where can you find me at Mr. Beard MCR on everything really, on Instagram and Twitter. That's where you can find me. I also do another podcast called the Chef One Pandemic. I sort of like do that every day ish. Whenever I can do, really. So I did one the other day. So so you can contact me from there. So is that it then? Yeah, is that all?
Yeah. That's it from me. Yeah.
Okay, so that's it from you. That's it from me. Okay, bye now. Bye.
Okay, stay safe. Bye.
Bye.